Anything having to do with their identification. Now, for everything else, you're allowed to have a card, but for voting, which is our most important act, it's considered virtually a crime, so you're not allowed to ask for identification. Now, there's only one reason that's done. That's because they want to cheat on elections.
Several states across the country require voter identification when citizens go to the polls to cast their ballots in elections, but it's not exactly black and white. Voters can use unorthodox IDs to have their identity verified. Typically, voters in states requiring identification to cast a ballot will use their driver's license, state identification card, or passport to fulfill the requirement. Here are some approved alternatives to a typical state-issued ID. Students in multiple states can use their valid student ID to prove their identity when casting ballots. North Carolina and Louisiana allow digital IDs such as driver's license on a smartphone. Florida and West Virginia allow debit cards as a form of ID. In Rhode Island, a bus pass is listed as one of the valid forms of identification for voters. Arkansas, Florida, Kansas, Mississippi, South Carolina, Tennessee, Texas, Utah, West Virginia, and Wyoming allow a concealed weapon permit as a valid form of ID. In the state of Colorado, a pilot's license is considered sufficient to vote. Other common forms of approved voter IDs include tribal cards and military IDs.